Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Ohio Association for College Admissions Counseling Transfer Virtual College Fair. And thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use your Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are both off, so the panelists cannot see nor hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. And this presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/Ohio. With that being said, I'd love to turn it over to our first school. So if our representative from Ohio Dominican University could join us, please.
Hello, my name is Sam Hess. I am a transfer admission counselor from Ohio Dominican University. I will go ahead and share my screen real quick. All right. There we go. All right. So here are some quick facts that you might not know about ODU. We are located in Columbus, 8 minutes from downtown. We are a small private liberal arts education, which means that tuition costs are the same for in-state and out-of-state students. There's a couple other things that liberal arts education indicates, and I'm happy to talk one-on-one if students have questions. We are the only Catholic university in Central Ohio, but we do not require you to be Catholic to attend ODU, nor do we require students to attend Mass. We are the only NCAA Division II school in Central Ohio, which means that we can offer athletic scholarships. We have student organizations specific to every single major, plus some, so there's plenty of opportunities to get involved on campus if you're not an athlete. Or if you are, you can do everything here. We do have a 91% placement rate within 6 months of graduation currently. So that indicates students are graduating and either getting jobs or going into graduate school within 6 months of graduation. And 40% of our student body actually transferred to ODU. So that's something that I'm really proud of. We have been on the Phi Theta Kappa honor roll for 3 years in a row. So the big question that most transfer students have is, what does transferring to your school look like? So I'm going to break it down as far as the admission process goes and what those steps are. So your first step will be to apply. Super easy. Submit your transcripts. And I'll break this down into more detail, but this is just a quick overview. Honestly, it's only 7 steps, and your admission counselor will help you with every single step. So if you ever get confused or aren't sure what to do next, that's what we're here for. We are your point of contact, and we are your resource to the school. Once you're accepted, you'll also be notified of the scholarship you qualify for, and we will provide you a transfer credit evaluation. You'll want to file the FAFSA. You'll receive a financial aid package so you know exactly what your costs are. You'll submit a deposit, and then you'll register for classes with an advisor. So it sounds like a lot, but really it goes by pretty quickly if you're on top of things. So the first step is to apply. Our application is free and it takes less than 10 minutes. Like I said, once we get your app, myself or another transfer specific counselor will follow up with you to be your point of contact throughout admission and answer any questions you have. Your second step will be to submit transcripts. You will need to submit a transcript from each regionally accredited school you've been enrolled at. So if you're not sure if one of the schools you've attended is regionally accredited, you can ask us and we can tell you. Once you've submitted those, we will follow up to provide you an admission and scholarship decision. We have a minimum GPA requirement of 2.0. We do offer scholarships to all transfer students who plan to attend full-time, which is 4 to 6 classes per semester. So that scholarship is awarded at the time of admission and ranges between $12,000 to $16,000 per year. We also offer an additional $2,000 scholarship for Phi Theta Kappa members. All you have to do is provide proof of membership in that program, such as a photo of your certificate. And then if students are interested in our honors program, which offers different curriculum for students who are more interested in research, there is a $1,000 per year scholarship attached to being in that program as well. So transfer students have a lot of scholarship opportunities at ODU. So the transfer credit evaluation, what is it? Some students are familiar with transferology, and we certainly have some information on transferology, but that will only get you so far. The transfer credit evaluation is a tailored evaluation of your credits based on the major that you're interested in. So it's a document that's going to show you everything you need to know. It will show you how many credits will transfer in total. We will accept up to 90 credits. It will show you how many bachelor's degree requirements have already been fulfilled by your previous credits, and it will show you how many requirements remain for you to complete. So you can actually look at the exact classes you'll need to take to complete your bachelor. The next two steps are to file the FAFSA and get your financial aid package. So if you don't plan to file the FAFSA, you can just let us know and you'll skip that step. Otherwise, our financial aid office can actually help you with filing if it's your first time. Once we receive your FAFSA results, we will send you a financial aid package that will show all of the aid you qualify for. So any scholarships, grants, and loans, both from ODU and from federal aid. The total cost for tuition, fees, and room and board if you plan to live on campus, and then what your out-of-pocket cost is once you put it all together. So we try to be very transparent, and so that students will know exactly what they're paying before they have to commit to ODU in any way. And then the final step, which is the first step that requires any sort of payment, because the application is free, the transfer credit evaluation is free, and the FAFSA is free. So your deposit will be credited directly towards your bill for the semester. And then you'll meet with an advisor who will actually enroll you in your classes, and they will discuss scheduling options, a timeline for graduation, and setting up your student accounts so that we sort of hand you off from admission to advising so that you have continuous assistance as you transition to Ohio Dominican University. That's quick. I feel like I flew through it. So if anybody has any questions, here is our contact information. Feel free to send me a message on here as well. I've also listed some of our social media accounts, so give us a follow. We love to hear from students.
Thanks a lot, Samantha. And again, folks, that was Ohio Dominican University. Next up, we have Chatham University.
Hi, everyone. Hope you're doing well today. My name is Brian Dwyer. I'm the Assistant Director of Undergraduate Admission here at Chatham University. Thanks for joining us. Working with you and giving you some background on our school. We are a private liberal arts school located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We are located in the Shadyside and Squirrel Hill neighborhoods of the city of Pittsburgh. We're about 4 miles outside of downtown. We offer over 40 different majors, actually up to 46 different majors for students. We have some wonderful transfer articulation agreements. On top of that, we give students very generous financial aid award letters upon reviewing your academics to our school. And those are some things I'll look to be highlighting today. First and foremost, a little bit more of a background on Chatham University. We are, and these are just some of our accolades, a top 15 best college town in the United States. On top of that, we've been considered one of America's most livable cities, consistently ranking in top 10 for Forbes, US News Weekly. Like I said, noted as the 3rd safest major city in the United States and top 10 cities to be a sports fan in. So there's a lot of things on a defined liberal arts college campus that you will have in a very urban environment, but all the same, you will have a really immersive experience into the rest of the city of Pittsburgh. And so through some of the things that I just mentioned, we have some wonderful ways that integrates into the rest of the academic community. Moving on, in terms of our academics here at Chatham, we have 3 schools: the School of Art, Science, and Business, the Falk School of Sustainability and Environment, and then our School of Health Sciences. With our over 40 different majors at Chatham, we offer a 10-to-1 student to faculty ratio, and 86% of our faculty have a terminal degree or PhD, meaning that is the top in their field. We do not have teaching assistants. The faculty member and instructor that is assigned for your particular class is the faculty member that you would be taking the class directly under, and making those necessary connections if you're focused on research, conferences, and professional development. At Chatham, we just offered some new academic majors throughout neuroscience, which is a Master of Art, which is a Bachelor of Art. We also offer food studies, music technology, music business. Some of our recent additions were immersive media, applied data science, analytics, management information systems, and as well, we also offer fully online programs in business psychology and nursing. This cut off my slide a little bit, but we have over 60 different student life organizations. Some of the ones that are noted up there are Cold Case File Club. So we do work to solve cold cases throughout the United States. If you're interested in our criminology majors, we have a pre-law club, a pre-PA club, a pre-med club, Division III sports, a drama club, as well as different intramural athletics. On top of that, below here, we also offer students a $1,200 voucher to study abroad. So we offer summer semester terms, summer semester terms. Excuse me about that. That was my cat. Summer semester study abroad, as well as traditional semester long study abroad opportunities. If you're interested in being being an athlete here at Chatham, we're Division III athletics. Here are some of the sports that we do offer. You can always connect with our coaching staff at chatham.edu/athletics if that would be something you are interested in or you're being recruited by one of our coaches. We have 3. So in terms of what you're looking at, these are some of our dormitories on campus. We have 5 residence halls and actually 3 apartment buildings. Typically, students who are transferring to our institution live in our apartments or choose to live in some of the different apartments and communities that surround our academic community, but we do guarantee housing for at least 2 years on our school. The application process to Chatham University is very straightforward. You can utilize that through the Chatham University application or the common application specific towards transfer students. We will ask that you supply all of your official college transcripts. On top of that, SAT or ACT scores are not required. Only required if your GPA is below a 3.0, but that's something you can connect with my colleague, Cami Kemmer on, more in particular, who handles our transfer population. We ask for 1 letter of recommendation as well as an essay or academic writing sample on top of that. Once we have those on file and we're reviewing your application for enrollment, we can accept up to 90 credits from other accredited institutions. Accepted credits must be a grade of a C or higher, so it cannot be a C- or lower. Military credit and experience can be used towards your degree if presented with a joint services transcript. Students can receive an explanation of credits prior to registration as well too. So I will share the contact information that you all need if you would like to set up a meeting to see where your credits transfer in. Deadlines, fall 2021. The more specific for fall 2021, we are rolling admissions, so you can start that process as soon or as late as you would like. We typically encourage all students to have their applications in no later than August 10th, but you can certainly work with our offices to make sure that process is as streamlined as possible. April 20th, 2021 is the deadline for priority housing with our transfer student population. For spring 2021, that is a November 1st, 2021 deadline for the spring 2022 admission and 2021 scholarships. On top of that, here's the contact information for our transfer office here. Please feel free to take a screenshot of it, and thanks for joining.
Thanks to you, Brian, for talking to us a little bit more about Chatham University. Next up, we have College for Creative Studies.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Eric Castor, and I'm the Assistant Director of Transfer at the College for Creative Studies in Detroit, Michigan. And I'm excited to be with you here this afternoon. And just want to remind you, if you have any questions during my presentation, please feel free to put them in the chat. Okay, so as I mentioned, CCS is located in Detroit, Michigan. We were founded in 1906 as a Society of Arts and Crafts, and the notion of craft, or the physical making of things with one's hands, is still vital to all of our programs, and that is why you'll even see our design-based majors working with their hands and not just a computer. Detroit is especially known for the downtown and midtown areas, which have undergone an amazing transformation in recent years. Although we're known as the Motor City, we're also home to the Detroit Institute of Arts, which is just adjacent to our campus. Eastern Market, a huge outdoor farmers market and home to murals in the market. Detroit's annual Mural Festival, a bike share program called MOGO, and the Q Line, which is a light rail system that runs from our campus through the heart of downtown and the riverfront. Detroit is really an exciting city to be in right now, especially for artists it continues to be a destination city for tourism and commerce. So why CCS? What differentiates us is our size, our setting, outstanding facilities, and the breadth of our majors, our sponsored projects, and connections to creative industries and organizations. We are a private, not-for-profit, fully accredited residential campus, and we offer a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in 11 majors and a certificate of art education. Both our students and faculty benefit from our cutting-edge classrooms and labs. No matter what your major, you will find the tools and technology that you need that often meet or exceed industry standards. Everything from laser cutters to 3D printers, green screen studios, and VR labs. Since 2014, nearly 2,000 CCS students have worked alongside artists and designers from some of the world's most recognized brands through our studio sponsored projects. CCS has approximately 1,400 students from 34 states and 27 countries. In fact, we are proud of our diverse student body, which includes a student faculty ratio of 11:1, with class sizes not exceeding 21. In addition to our undergraduate degrees, we also offer 20 minors, a concentration in entrepreneurial studies, and 4 master's programs. Because we want our students to be well-rounded, about 1/3 of your curriculum will be liberal arts based, while 2/3 will be your studio art experience. The great thing about being a student at CCS is that you have multiple areas of interest that you'll have the ability to minor in any other area of your choosing. We are especially proud of the awards we've earned. These are a testament to the success of our alumni. CCS has been named one of the top 3 design schools in the US by LinkedIn. This is especially significant because it's based on data LinkedIn has access to about our alumni, where they graduated from and their current positions that they're working within their field. We've also been named the best value school by both PayScale and Money Magazine. We were awarded a Women's Choice Award for America's Best Colleges, and we're also recognized as one of America's best architecture and design schools by Design Intelligence. Because you are all interested in transferring credit to CCS, we are also one of only 3 schools in Michigan to be recognized as a transfer-friendly honor roll school by Phi Theta Kappa. Our alumni work always where they dreamed they would. Our alumni network is very strong, and we have excellent internships and recruitment events that build on that success. Every year, CCS hosts hundreds of recruiters from companies all over the world who come here solely to recruit top creative talent, which is our students. Our graduates have gone on to become designers, entrepreneurs, or go into business for themselves. They successfully manage studios, galleries, creative community spaces, and exhibit and sell their work. Some job titles of our graduates have included concept designer, art director, user experience designer, color material designer, retail, hospitality designer, animator, and more. Last but not least, I want to discuss briefly our easy application process. We only need 3 things from you: the free online application form, so we have no application fee. It's super easy and only takes about 10 minutes to complete. We need your portfolio, which is simply a collection of your best work used primarily for an admit decision and merit scholarship award. Later, we may request additional work to help place your studio credits. And we'll also need your transcripts from each college attended. Unofficial transcripts are okay for now, but you will be required to send official before you enroll. We also accept AP and IB credits, so it's not a bad idea to send us your test scores. There may be classes there that we can use for placement. You will automatically be considered for scholarships when you apply. There's no separate application for that. Last year, our average scholarship grant package was $20,000, nearly half the cost of tuition. And that's it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Eric. Again, that is the College for Creative Studies. Next up, we have Columbus College of Art and Design.
All right, hi everybody. My name is Marie and I'm an admissions counselor with Columbus College of Art and Design located in downtown Columbus, Ohio. So my role is to help you through the college admissions process. What does that mean? We help students just like you learn more about your college options and potential career paths. We also help you to build a better portfolio for your application because we require one as well, and navigate the financial aid process too. So a little bit more about CCAD. We are a private nonprofit art and design college, one of the oldest in the country, founded in 1879. Our student to faculty ratio is 9:1, which means that our classes are small enough where you receive personal attention from your professors, but also large enough you're able to discuss and receive constructive feedback about your pieces. So at CCAD, you'll graduate with a BFA or a Bachelor's of Fine Arts within your chosen major. So for example, if you choose to major in animation, you'd receive your BFA in animation. In a BFA program, your curriculum is more studio-based, which combines your artistic practice with liberal arts courses. And at CCAD, about 2/3 of the curriculum is studio-based and the other third is based in the liberal arts. So we have a short video here to show, so I'm going to play that right now.
CCAD has changed the way I look at design. Now I can walk into my studio and start creating something and have an end result that I'm happy with.
I considered a lot of other schools, but I chose CCAD purely on the fact that I saw a lot of artistic collaboration and the sense of community here was very strong.
CCAD is a learning experience. Sometimes you can get down on yourself because you're not where you want to be, and you have to accept that it's a learning experience and you'll get there in time. The one-on-one time during class is really important, and the teachers knowing that each student is different, they'll have different styles and different approaches.
CCAD has caused me to open my outlook and to perceive a lot more different opportunities and possibilities.
My name is Grace Aller.
I'm Matthew Ballard.
I'm Rahila James.
My name is Jazzy Carter.
My name is Eli Seacrest.
And we are Boldly Creative.
All right, so we offer a few different things at CCAD. So at a glance, CCAD is 141 years old. Like I said, one of the oldest art and design colleges in the country. We have around 1,100 students. Mentioned that 9:1 student to faculty ratio, and students representing 37 states and 22 different countries around the world. So we do offer 11 different majors at CCAD, which you can see here, as well as numerous different minors and concentrations, including our really popular business minor. So you can read more about each of our majors, as well as their requirements, and review student work on our website at ccad.edu. So with our application for CCAD, it has 3 main parts. So we do require a portfolio. If you'd like to know more about that, definitely reach out to us. I'll put up our contact information at the end. We also require a short essay. It's 300 to 500 words, really simple. There are a few different prompts you can pick from. And then we look at your GPA number. So CCAD is test optional. We don't require ACT or SAT scores, but you can submit them if you'd like. We mostly just look at your GPA, your essay, and your portfolio. All right, so CCAD in the Columbus art scene provides students with chances to network and develop relationships with individuals within the industry. So we know that when it comes to being a successful artist, it's not always about what you know, but also who you know. So if you're a student who's interested in writing scripts, you should meet an alumni like Angelo Thomas, an independent filmmaker, screenwriter, and novelist. His film, The Incredible Jake Parker, was released in September of 2020 and is based on a novel he wrote of the same title. The cover art you can see on the screen is by fellow CCAD student Casey Nkwadu, so your peers are also a valuable networking system as well. Maybe you're interested in designing a creative brand, so in which case you should meet someone like Susanna Madrid. So after graduating from CCAD, Susanna moved to Milano, Italy to pursue her graduate degree in fashion design. While there, she had the opportunity to design shoes for Neil Barrett, and that's when she fell in love with the design and production process. So Susanna was inspired to launch her own luxury shoe line that embodies that made in Italy artistry that she so admires. So her shoes are currently sold at Printemps in Paris and online at susannamadrid.com. Another CCAD alumni you should definitely look into if you're interested in animation is Dan Scanlon, who directed Disney animations like Onward, Monsters University, and others as well. Meeting the right people can definitely change the entire course of your career development. So we'd love for you to join our CCAD community and become part of our amazing network of artists and designers. And a big part of CCAD as an experience is the campus. So CCAD offers two different on-campus housing options, one for incoming freshmen and the other for upperclassmen. So as a transfer student, you'd likely be living in the upperclassmen option, which is our Design Square apartments. They are pretty apartment style type living. So each student does have their own room. There's a kitchenette area as well. So you might be asking yourself, why Columbus? Why should you call this place your home for the next 4 years and begin your professional life here? I personally moved to Columbus almost 3 years ago, right after completing my BFA degree, and can say, as you can see from the screen, it is a really fast growing town and there are a lot of benefits to living in the city. I see I'm running out of time, so I'm going to hurry up here. But now that you know a little bit more about us, we'd love to learn more about you. So if you have your phone, scan this QR code and we'll be in touch with you soon. So here's our contact information. If you'd like more, please reach out to us. You can reach us at admissions@ccad.edu, or you can find out more information at ccad.edu. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And again, folks, that was the Columbus College of Art and Design. I just want to put a quick reminder that Eric mentioned. If you have any questions for our institutions, make sure to use the Q&A feature, as they will be answering questions as we go. We're moving into our final school, which is Miami University, and I'll give the floor to Sarah. Hey, Sarah, I think that we're having tech issues. We cannot hear you right now. Okay. Okay, folks, so it looks like we're gonna hang tight a little bit while we try to resolve our technical issues. So please just hang tight.
All right, can you hear me now?
Perfect, Sarah.
Perfect. Where did I leave off?
I'd have to see the.
Do you want me or to start from here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll just kind of start over. So for those of you who missed it, my name is Sarah Unger. I'm the Senior Assistant Director for Transfer Initiatives at Miami. I am based on the Oxford campus. A little bit about Miami, we are a mid-sized school, so we have about 20,000 students total, and the vast majority of students at the university are going to be undergraduate students. And while our main campus is in Oxford, Ohio, which is located in the Southwest, we also have regional campuses in both Hamilton and Middletown, as well as an e-campus through our regionals too. One of the great things about being a mid-sized school is that we're going to offer some of the things that you're going to find at larger schools, but it still feels like home. So we have over 120 different majors, 600 different student organizations, and we're lucky enough to have students from all over the country and over 80 different countries from across the world. We like to think that being mid-sized, we have the brains of a big university, but the heart of a small school. So you're really going to be able to build that community while at Miami. You're going to get to know your professors as well as your fellow classmates too. One of the ways that the campus feels small is the residential nature of it. We do require first and second year students to live in university housing, but 98% of our students either live in university housing or within 2 miles of the university as well. So it really makes for that perfect campus, small college town community. Our faculty at the university are also very engaged. They want to see students succeed. This is why Miami is typically ranked top 10 nationally for our commitment to undergraduate teaching. 80% of our faculty members are going to be full-time faculty. Those that are adjuncts are typically leaders in their field, having that professional experience and bringing it to the classroom for our students. Average class size is about 30 students, and we have a 17-to-1 student-faculty ratio. But in order for our faculty to be engaged, we also want to make sure our students are engaged too. You'll notice that over 60% of our students either graduate with a second major or a minor or co-major. We really encourage students to explore their interests. And nearly 100% of Miami students participate in some kind of experiential learning opportunities, whether it's internships, field work, or other things inside and outside of the classroom before they graduate. Speaking of experiential learning, we feel like the best way that you're going to learn is by doing and really getting in there and getting your hands dirty. So experiential learning runs across the gamut, whether it's being interested in research, studying abroad, being involved in the arts, whether or not you're a College of Creative Arts major, or maybe even getting involved in athletics or club sports on campus. When it comes to academics, at our Oxford campus, like I mentioned, we offer over 120 different majors, falling into 5 different academic divisions. So there's lots of ways to explore. We also have about 19 different bachelor's programs and 12 associate degree programs on Miami's regional campuses. And again, this is where our eCampus is housed too. So they do offer some online degree programs. So when it comes to applying to Miami as a transfer student, you're going to want to complete the Transfer Common application or our own Miami transfer application. We do have a $50 application fee, but we will waive those for students who request a fee waiver or attend one of our transfer visit opportunities. Our deadlines are December 1st for the spring semester and June 1st for the fall semester. We complete a comprehensive and holistic review, which really just means that we're taking a look at everything in a student's application. Typically, if a student has 20 hours or more, we're going to focus on college level work. If a student has less than 20 hours, we're going to look at high school and college level work. There are some divisions that do require some divisional consideration. For example, students looking at nursing at our regional campuses, looking at farmer school business on the Oxford campus, or into our College of Creative Arts may have additional requirements. College of Creative Arts usually provides you want to make sure to submit a portfolio or do an audition. For the farmer school business and nursing, there are also specific requirements that students have to meet. And then when you apply to the university, you're automatically going to be considered for transfer scholarships. For the Oxford campus, our transfer scholarships range from $4,000 to $8,000 for Ohio residents and $12,000 to $14,000 for non-Ohio residents. Our regional campuses also have scholarship opportunities available too. Typically, those go up to $3,000 per year. And you're automatically considered when you apply, so you don't have to do anything separately for transfer scholarships. As a transfer student, we want to make sure that that pathway goes as smooth as possible for you. So we do provide some transfer student resources. Students can have a credit evaluation at any time during the process. You don't have to be an applicant or admitted to the university to see how your credits are going to transfer. All you have to do is email us your unofficial transcript. You're also always welcome to talk with an academic advisor. They can go over that credit evaluation with you and help get you a feel for where you're going to be in the program. And if you're still looking to continue at your current school, they can help offer courses that you can take that will keep you on track as well. Last but not least, if you have not been to campus yet, we definitely encourage you to come to campus for a visit or to visit us virtually. We have lots of different visit opportunities available for all of our students. This is my contact information, so if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out.
Awesome. Thank you so much to our panelists for their presentation on their fantastic school. I just want to welcome back our panelists so that we can do a quick Q&A session. And we'll be going in the same order that we presented. And so I'd love to invite back Ohio Dominican University and then ask them, what advice would you give someone going through the transfer process?
Yeah, I would say that it's really never too early to start exploring your destination school, right, where you want to transfer to complete your degree. Especially if you're not sure where you want to transfer to, because the sooner you can decide, the sooner you can start working with that school to make sure your transition is smooth. Yeah, that would be my advice.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Samantha. Next up, we have Chatham University.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm going to echo Samantha's comments. It's never too early really to start, contacting the admissions office and the transfer department on going through that process. Certainly, I guess the one thing I would add on to that is if they are willing and able to do transfer or credit evaluations prior to you having to go through the application process, or before you have to make that commitment to the school, I would certainly leverage the resources there.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot, Brian. Next up, we have College for Creative Studies.
Yeah, so I'm going to sound like a broken record. I would agree with both Samantha and Brian. You want to reach out to your transfer advisor. By the way, I am the only transfer advisor at the College for Creative Studies. I am your personal concierge through the entire application process. So if you have questions, do be sure to reach out to me. My information's on the contact page of our website. And, like Brian had mentioned, we can do a transfer credit evaluation for you prior to making a commitment to CCS. And that is a good tool for you to utilize if you plan to stay at the institution that you're at and take additional classes. We can help you to develop a transfer plan. So don't be afraid to get in contact with your transfer advisor. They can assist you through the entire process.
Thanks a lot, Eric. And for our audience, I hope that you all are getting the sentiment that you are not alone in this process and that our counselors are here to help. Next up, we have Columbus College of Art and Design.
Yeah, I totally agree with what everyone has said. Definitely use your admissions counselor as a reference. I know with us having a portfolio requirement, we're happy to review portfolios before you apply. So with that being a third-year admissions and scholarship decision, definitely recommend taking advantage of it. One other thing I'll add is that if you're, in a certain program, we have things called articulation agreements, which is where, if you're in a certain program at a certain school, we can, basically align your credits where you take 2 years at your program and then 2 years at CCAD, so you can still graduate in 4 years. So definitely ask about that as well.
Thanks a lot, Marie. Next up, we have Miami University. Oh, Sarah, I don't think that we could hear you again. No. Okay. Okay, so we're going to circle back to the next question, folks, and then we'll have Sarah share whenever she comes back. So next question for everyone is, what is your favorite event or tradition on campus?
My favorite, I'll say two, actually, if that's not cheating. I would say Spring Fest. Prior to the pandemic, we totally deck out our athletic facilities with like some really fun, like inflatable games, and we have raffles, and it's just like a fun way to like end the year on a high note. I would also say our Christmas traditions are really excellent. Whether you're Catholic or not, we hold obviously a Catholic mass, but we also have a tree lighting ceremony that's really beautiful every December, and the whole campus really comes out for it. It's really, all 1,500 of us really surround this tree, and it's pre-pandemic and post-pandemic, a wonderful time.
Absolutely, thanks. And then next up is Chatham University.
Yeah, I mean, I would say with just some upcoming events that we've had pre-pandemic and post-pandemic, we always have a spring carnival. So that's actually happening this Friday. That is going to be a great way for our students, kind of similar, raffles, ways for people to have different games, things of that nature. But some other really popular things at our school, our president, Dr. David Feingold, him and his wife actually really try to celebrate the arts, not only at Chatham, but the city of Pittsburgh. And so they do some wonderful trips throughout the rest of the city where they take students with them, whether that's going to see Hamilton as an example, or going to the orchestra, setting up different concerts that are happening in the area, art gallery crawls. So it's really nice that our president also kind of takes to that student life opportunity and engages the campus community and takes them around.
Super cool. Thanks a lot, Brian. Next up, we have College for Creative Studies.
Yeah, so we have a ton of events, a very active student life program throughout the year. So there are a lot of things that students are involved in, but probably the capstone event, which happens on the campuses of many art and design colleges, is our annual student exhibition. And we host that in the Taubman Center, which is a 12-story building. It was GM's research and design facility, and it used to be called the Argonaut, which accurately describes the scope and the scale of this building. It is massive. So we have thousands and thousands and thousands of square feet of student work exhibited from each of our majors. So it's a big celebration or culmination of the year where the students have an opportunity to show their work to professionals in the industry, as well as the public and their classmates. So it's a really exciting time.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Eric. And then next up, we have Miami University.
All right, sorry guys for all the technical difficulties today. So answering my first question originally, I kind of echo everyone else. Starting early is so important, and connecting with us. Just so even if you're planning on not transferring for a year or 2 years out, we want to know so that we can help make sure that that path is as smooth as possible for you, and you're continuing to take classes that are going to be transferable from your current institution to our institutions. When it comes to favorite events or traditions on campus, Miami has a lot of different and fun traditions. Probably one of my favorite things is our sundial. It was gifted by a previous Miami class. It sits right in the middle of campus, but it's surrounded by little turtles, and it is good luck to rub the turtle heads before your exam. We also offer a lot of unique opportunities. For example, we were founded in 1809, and every 3 years, we celebrate our founding with a Charter Day Ball. So that invites current students, faculty, staff, alumni who want to come and celebrate the chartering of the university. So that's always a really fun campus tradition too.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sarah. And I do apologize, folks. It looks like we are coming to the end of our presentation. And I just want to take a last minute to plug in a bit of information for our audience, and also to thank our panelists. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing all the fantastic things about your institution, and to our audience as well for really exploring the options that you have during this process. And with that being said, when you close this window, there's going to be a very quick 4-question survey, and we'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide for us. Also, this is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for more. And then the last plug is that within a week, you can find the same recording at strivescan.com/Ohio. So don't forget to follow up and view this recording later. And with that being said, thank you so much for joining us, and have a great day.